Good morning to all of you. I hope that you all are fine in this COVID-19 pandemic situation. In the last lecture, we studied the different physical properties of the alkanes. That all properties we already discussed. Now, in the today's video lecture, we are going to study one simple point from these alkanes, that how to prepare these alkanes in your laboratory, how to prepare that alkanes. So for this purpose, the today's point of our discussion is laboratory preparation of alkanes, how to prepare that alkanes. So for this purpose, we have to study some simple methods. Some simple methods we are going to study. So among that simple method, the first simple method is a catalytic hydrogenation. This is the first simple method for the preparation of alkanes in a laboratory. Now we have to see what is by this catalytic hydrogenation. Now the heading of this method involves the two words. One is a catalytic, stands for catalyst, and second is called as the hydrogenation. Now we know very well that catalyst is one chemical compound which can alter the rate of a chemical reaction. For that purpose, we use the catalyst. The second word is a hydrogenation. Now, what is by hydrogenation? Hydrogenation is a process in which we can add the molecular hydrogen across the carbon-carbon double bond. So, that process is called as the hydrogenation. Now, by using these two simple words, we can define that in this method, we have to prepare alkanes by using carbon-carbon double bond and one catalyst. So for this purpose, let us study one simple example for this method. So consider here a simple example of alkene, that is a CH2 double bond CH2. This is called as the carbon-carbon double bond, called as the alkene compound. So this is the first reactant for this method. Secondly, I take here H2. Secondly, I take here H2, that is called as the molecular hydrogen. So one reactant is alkene, second reactant is a molecular hydrogen. When these two reactants react together in presence of a suitable catalysts. Now, what type of catalyst we can use for this method? So first simple catalyst we may use here is called as the Raney-nickel is there. Raney-nickel. You may take here Raney-nickel as a catalyst, or you may take here platinum black. Platinum black may be used as a catalyst, or you may use here as a palladium. You may use palladium as a catalyst. So these are the three possibilities of the catalyst which can be used for the formation of alkanes by the catalytic hydrogenation method. You may take Raney-nickel, you may take platinum black, or you may take here palladium. Now what happens? By the addition of this molecular hydrogen across this carbon-carbon double bond, so what happens? This alkene can be converted into alkane. This alkene can be converted into alkane by the addition of this H2 across the carbon-carbon double bond. So we will get CH3 single bond CH3. So what is this? This is nothing but the ethane molecule, and that is nothing but the alkane. So by using this simple catalytic hydrogenation of this ethene, ethene can be converted directly into the ethane. So this is the first simple method called as the catalytic hydrogenation. Now let us study the next simple example. If I take here for example CH3 single bond CH double bond CH2. Again for example, if I take here catalyst as a Raney-nickel for example. If I take here Raney-nickel. Now what happens? Again we have to take here H2, that is a molecular hydrogen. We have to add this molecular hydrogen across this carbon-carbon double bond. So by the addition of this molecular hydrogen in presence of this Raney-nickel, you will get the formation of CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH3. So this is called as the formation of alkane from the alkene by the method known as catalytic hydrogenation. So this is the first simple method for the formation of alkanes. Secondly, we are going to study now the next method, that is called as the reduction of alkyl halides. So we have to study reduction of alkyl halides for the formation of alkanes. Now first of all, we must know, or we already know, that what is the reduction. So what is the reduction? Reduction is nothing but the addition of hydrogen in a molecule. That process is simply called as the reduction. Second is called as the word alkyl halides. We know the alkyl halides very well. So what does this method means? Reduction of alkyl halides. So we have to take a suitable alkyl halides. That alkyl halides we have to react with some type of the reagents. By reacting that two reactant molecules, you will get the alkanes. So for this purpose, I take here a simple reactant molecule. For example, if I take the alkyl halide as a, for example, if I take here methyl bromide. For example, if I take here methyl bromide, this methyl bromide plus, we have to take the second reagent. We have to take here second reagent. Now, what is that second reagent is there? We have to take here 2 moles of this nascent hydrogen. 2 moles of this nascent hydrogen in presence of. Now, these two reactants can be react with either ethyl alcohol in presence of zinc copper couple. Ethyl alcohol in presence of zinc copper couple is there. This is the first reagent you may use for this method. Secondly, you may take here tin in presence of HCl. You may take here tin in presence of HCl, or you may take here hydrogen iodide in presence of red phosphorus. Hydrogen iodide in presence of red phosphorus. So by using either one of the reagent among these three, ethyl alcohol in presence of zinc copper couple, or you may take here tin HCl, or you may take here hydrogen iodide in presence of red phosphorus. So we have to use any proper reagent among these three. So what happens when methyl bromide can be reacted with the 2 moles of this nascent hydrogen in presence of either one of the reagent, you will get the formation of alkanes. So what happens in this method? So in this method, this halogen get replaced by the one of the hydrogen, and that's why you can get the alkane. So what we will get from this reaction? We can get here CH4 plus, CH4 is the main product, plus what you will get the another byproduct as HBr. So you will get the HBr as a byproduct. So we can say that whenever this alkyl halide can be reacted with the nascent hydrogen in presence of either ethyl alcohol in presence of zinc copper couple, or tin in presence of HCl, or HI in presence of red phosphorus, you will get methane as a main product, and this is nothing but the formation of alkane. So we can say that by using this reduction of alkyl halides, you can form a suitable alkane along with some byproduct. So this is the first simple example. You may take the another example for this case. You may take here second example as a, for example, CH3 CH2 Br. You may take here CH3 CH2 Br. You may take here nascent hydrogen. You take here nascent hydrogen in presence of, for example, I take here tin in presence of HCl. Tin in presence of HCl. What you will get? So again the same thing is there. This halogen get replaced by the hydrogen, and that's why you will get here CH3 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 single bond CH3 plus the byproduct is again HBr. So we can say that this ethyl bromide can be converted into the ethane, and this is nothing but the formation of alkanes from alkyl halide by treating this alkyl halide with nascent hydrogen in presence of any one of the reagent among these three. So this is the second simple method for the formation of the alkanes. known as reduction of alkyl halides. So this is the second method. Now we have to study the next important method, that is the method number 3. That method number 3 we are going to study for this formation of alkanes. Now that method number 3 is one important reaction. By using that reaction, you can form these alkanes. Now, what is the name of that reaction? So that reaction is a method number 3. Name of this reaction is a Woods reaction. This reaction is a Woods reaction is there. This is a method number 3 for the preparation of alkanes in a laboratory. This is the most important method for the formation of higher alkanes. This is the most important method for the formation of higher alkanes. Now, what is by this Woods reaction? What is by this Woods reaction? So, Woods reaction is a method of preparation of alkanes in a laboratory, especially it can prepare higher alkanes. Now, what is meant by this Woods reaction? So, for this Woods reaction, we have to require here 2 moles of alkyl halide. Again, I take here, for example, 2 moles of methyl bromide. I take here 2 moles of methyl bromide. These 2 moles of methyl bromide can be react with. It can be react with pure sodium metal. I take here 2 moles of sodium metal. So, these 2 moles of alkyl halide can be react with the 2 moles of this sodium metal in presence of. In presence of, we have to take here one solvent that is called as the pure dry ether. You have to take here pure dry ether. So, this is a solvent is there. So, we have to take 2 moles of alkyl halide plus 2 moles of sodium metal in presence of dry ether, pure dry ether as a solvent. So, what happens? When these two reactants react together, you will get the higher alkanes. You will get the higher alkanes. Now, what type of higher alkanes can be possible or can be formed by this chemical reaction? So, 2 moles of methyl bromide plus 2 moles of sodium can form one molecule. That molecule is a CH3 single bond. CH3 single bond. CH3. You will get the CH3 single bond CH3, and this is nothing but a ethane molecule. It is an alkane, or we can say that methyl bromide can be converted into ethane, and this ethane is called as the higher alkane. Why it is called as a higher alkane? Because in a reactant only one carbon atom is there, but in this product 2 carbon atom is there. Means we can say that one more carbon atom can be added in this product, and that's why this is the formation of higher alkane by this Woods reaction. This is a main product. Now, what is the byproduct? What is the byproduct obtained by this reaction? So, this is nothing but the 2 moles of. This is the 2 moles of sodium bromide. 2 moles of sodium bromide as a byproduct can be obtained by this type of the chemical reaction known as a Woods reaction. So, what is a Woods reaction? So, Woods reaction is nothing but a method of preparation of higher alkanes from alkyl halides by reacting these alkyl halides with the pure sodium metal in presence of dry ether is nothing but the Woods reaction. So, this is the first simple example of this Woods reaction. Now, we have to study the next simple example of this Woods reaction. Now, if I take for example 2 different alkyl halides for example, or if I take the for example 2 moles of CH3 single bond CH2 single bond bromine. I take here for example next example of alkyl halide as a ethyl bromide. I take the 2 moles of ethyl bromide plus again I take here 2 moles of sodium in presence of ether as a solvent, dry ether as a solvent. Then what happens? Again these 2 moles of ethyl bromide reacts with the sodium metal and it can form the higher alkanes. Now what type of higher alkane can be obtained? So that alkane is nothing but the CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH2 single bond CH3. So this type of alkane can be obtained and that alkane is nothing but the N-butane. This is a N-butane and this N-butane is a higher alkane as compared to this type of the ethyl bromide, and that's why this is a method known as the Woods reaction for the formation of higher alkanes. In this case also the byproduct is a 2 moles of sodium bromide. 2 moles of sodium bromide can be obtained as a byproduct. So this is a third important method for the preparation of alkanes in a laboratory known as Woods reaction. Now we have to study the next method for the preparation of these alkanes. Next method we are going to study the preparation of alkanes. Now again that is a important method and as well as simple method for the formation of alkanes. So the next method for the preparation of alkanes, method number 4, is called as the hydrolysis of. It is the hydrolysis of Grignard reagents. Hydrolysis of Grignard reagents. This is a method number 4 for the formation of alkanes in a laboratory. Now, we know very well the hydrolysis process. What is the hydrolysis process? So, in a hydrolysis, we have to add a water molecule. So, that simple process is the hydrolysis. Now, what is the Grignard reagent? We know Grignard reagent. The general skeleton for this Grignard reagent is RMgX. RMgX. This is a general skeleton or general representation of this Grignard reagent. R stands for any alkyl group, Mg stands for magnesium, and this X stands for halogen. You may take halogen. So for this purpose, I take here X. So RMgX is the general representation of this Grignard reagent. Secondly, what we have to take here? We have to study this hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of which? Hydrolysis of this Grignard reagent. So I take here H2O. I take here H2O. So for the formation of alkanes, we have to take here Grignard reagent. To this Grignard reagent, we have to add water molecule. So to this Grignard reagent, we have to add this water molecule. So this process is nothing but the hydrolysis. This process is nothing but the hydrolysis. The name of this process is the hydrolysis. So what happens after the addition of this water molecule to this Grignard reagent? What happens? The bond between this alkyl group to that of the magnesium get break, and you will get the formation of alkanes. So what you will get here? You will get here R single bond H plus R single bond H stands for alkane. R single bond H stands for alkane plus one byproduct is obtained, that is a Mg X single bond OH. So this type of byproduct can be obtained by the hydrolysis of this Grignard reagent. So this is a general chemical reaction for the preparation of this alkane. Now we take here specific example of this hydrolysis of Grignard reagent. For this purpose, I take here the simplest example of Grignard reagent, that is a methyl magnesium bromide. I take here simplest example of Grignard reagent, methyl magnesium bromide. To this methyl magnesium bromide, if I add a water molecule, that is nothing but the process hydrolysis. That is nothing but the process hydrolysis. This is a hydrolysis process. Now what happens after the addition of this water to this methyl magnesium bromide? Again, you will get here formation of alkanes by breaking the bond between this type of carbon to that of the magnesium, and you will get here CH3 single bond H. CH3 single bond H, that is nothing but the methane molecule, plus the byproduct is again MgBrOH. MgBrOH, that is a byproduct is there. So we can say that by using this fourth method, we can form here the higher alkanes by using this method number 4. So methyl magnesium bromide can be reacted with the H2O. That is a hydrolysis process. You will get here methane as a main product. So in the today's video lecture, we can study here the 4 different methods for the formation of alkanes in laboratory. We study the method number first is nothing but the catalytic hydrogenation. The second method is called as the reduction of alkyl halides. The third method is there, one important method, that is a Wood's reaction for the formation of alkanes. And the last method we just completed now is known as hydrolysis of Grignard reagents. So by using these 4 simple methods we can form alkanes in our laboratory. So with this, we can conclude this point called as the laboratory preparation of alkanes. And with this, we conclude this lecture. Thank you.